Hi guys, and welcome back to my channel. If you're new here, I'm Ashley, and on this channel we talk all things budgeting and cash stuffing, including sinking funds and savings challenges. So today we are going to go over kind of our end of the month review for September, and then we are going to go over what our plan and goals are for October, along with kind of what is going to go on with the budget for this coming month. So if that's something you're interested in, make sure you stick around for the rest of this video, and of course, don't forget to subscribe to my channel. All right, y'all, let's get into it. Okay, so first off, let's go ahead and kind of go over our September and what happened in September. So I went ahead and pulled over my monthly summary from my September budget sheet. For total income for me and my husband is going to be $8,440.23. Between bills and spending, we spent $6,084.30. So that is roughly a difference of $2,355.93. So total spent on like groceries, gas, going out, pretty much whatever we spent besides bill was $2,635.53, which is honestly a little bit higher than I was expecting, but it's fine. Like, we still were in a surplus, but I do definitely want to get that number down for October. It might be a little hard as we are traveling, but we need to get our spending a little bit better shape. So, currently for bills right now, for the month of October, we are starting with about $2,395. And I do want to get that bumped up. I need to add about 3,000, or I want it to be at about 3,500-ish, which would be a full month ahead for us. So I need to add about $1,000 to that. So that is what we are working with for our month ahead fund. But let's go ahead and look at September's goals. So guys, I'm going to be honest, I did not hit my goals for September. So our emergency fund, we did not hit 250. And if we come over here, we were so close, but we only hit 240 into the emergency savings challenge. So we did not hit that. I'll move this. So we did not hit our emergency goal. Our vacation is not fully funded, but we are so close. We only needed $75 more, but we did not hit that goal in September. And we did not hit our $750 goal for our Disney binder. But y'all did point out in the last video that I messed up my counting on the dining envelope. So that was actually $475. So we did, oops, and I did not go back and fix that. We did end up, I didn't fix these numbers, but we did end up adding $549 to the Disney binder. But again, we did not hit that goal. And we were so close on, well, besides Disney, we were a couple hundred off there, but we were really close to those first two goals. And honestly, I think that has more to do with the fact that I wasn't really focusing on those in September. We just had so much going on, and I was not fully paying attention to where my money was going. So we need to reel that in and pay attention more in October. And so my main thing on how I want to kind of combat that and like look at everything is kind of in my October goals. So my first goal is I want to get back to tracking my spending daily. I have just been doing it at the end of the week when I do my cash unstuffing and not really checking in each day with where my spending is. So I'm going to kind of try and do that for October. And I'm gonna kind of try and do it on my TikTok so that way, one, I'm creating more content for you guys, but also it will help keep me accountable if I'm checking in over there each day with my spending. So I'm gonna try and do that on TikTok. Maybe I'll even go ahead and post it on Instagram as well as kind of like a daily reminder for myself. Also, my goal is going to get my emergency fund up to $350. I didn't want to do anything crazy there just because I'm more concerned about getting a full month ahead with my bills. And also, we've got a lot going on in October. So I want to get to $350, and I think that is doable, and that was why I made that goal. And then next is going to be to get that full month ahead on my bills. And I think this is going to be possible, and I'll go over that when we look at our October bills and such. But I really, really want to focus on getting that month ahead in October, which means we might not have as much for savings challenges and sinking funds, but I really think it's going to be important to get that full month ahead as we're going into the busy holiday season and all the spending that comes up in November and December. So I just think it'd be important to get this done now in October before the crazy holiday stuff starts. So those are going to be my 3 main goals for the month. And next up, I went ahead, I really liked how last month I did my my set amounts for my cash envelopes, and based on my spending from September, I'm pretty much sticking to that for October. The only ones that have changed, I did go ahead and change gas. I bumped that down to $40. We really haven't been spending as much on gas, and I've actually not fully stuffed those the past couple weeks. So I'm gonna bump it down to from 50 to 40. Pet care stayed the same, dining stayed the same. I did bump fun down to 15, and miscellaneous stayed at 5. So we went from 390 that we were setting aside each week to 375 now for $375 now for October. And I think it's gonna work out well for us. Like I said, we are gonna be using vacation money in October. But I'm getting ahead of myself. Let's go ahead and look at October's budget because I am getting ahead of myself. So let's go ahead and see what we've got for October. So I already went ahead and filled out my budget sheet with my income and all of our bills. So let's go ahead and look at that. So usually my income, I expect to be around $3,500. This past month, it was over that. I made over $4,000 in September. But October probably won't be as great. 1, it's a slower month. And 2, I have a lot of time off in October. I think I counted it up, the most amount of days that I am working in October, and that's if they work me every day that I didn't take off, is like 20 days. So I'm off like 10 days in October, 10 or 11 days. So my income is going to be less. There are some weeks I'm only working a couple days, but I still think if I pick up shifts or I just work really hard, I can still make that $3,250 work. My husband's income is staying the same. My cleaning income is staying the same. I've figured out I'm going to bring in around $540 for AshleyMarieBudgets between YouTube and Etsy, and that stuff. And then also my state is doing a tax rebate for October, and we're supposed to receive it sometime in the second week, or as late as the 31st. So that's going to be $500 extra as well. So most likely I'm going to use that tax rebate to go ahead and get the bill binder to be a full month ahead, but we'll see when we get there. But yeah, so we have that extra money coming in, but let's go ahead. Our bills are looking pretty good. Everything is the same. Mortgage did go up a few dollars. That changes I think it's like every 6 months. They kind of look over that and see if they need to adjust based on taxes and whatnot. So that did go up a few dollars here. HOA and all that stays the same. We don't have a water bill for October, so that's good. Our T-Mobile bill did go down, even though I got my new phone and I did put that on our bill. My husband's phone is now currently paid off, so it went down. I think it's about $15 that it went down. Electric is still high, but hopefully after October that'll go down because the air won't be running as much, and we have been having some cooler days and fall is here and I am loving that. Gas is still low. Same, car loan will stay the same. Cable will stay the same. Our car insurance went up, and y'all, I did not realize it was going up because that bill is on auto pay. So luckily I had the money in there when it came out for September, but it went up by like, I think it was like $13, $14. So that was surprising, but we are going to be ready for that in October. My husband's motorcycle insurance stayed the same, and we're doing the same amount towards Discover. So our bills for October are looking to be around $3,259.19. So hopefully we are going to be able to make that progress. So like I said, goal, getting to be a full month ahead. So we need to add about $1,000 there. And when it comes to cash stuffing, y'all know in September, I was trying to stuff bills every week with both my income and my husband's income. I think for October, we're going to go back to how I did it before, where my husband's income is going to majorly be the major income going towards bills, and I'm just going to do a little bit extra to get us a full month ahead with my income, but it is not... my income's going to pretty much go back to being just our spending and savings challenge money because it was kind of stressing me out in September. It just didn't work out with me. It was not, and it didn't help me get closer to being a month ahead like I thought it was going to, unfortunately. We really only added in an extra like $200 in September when it came to like bills. So I'm going to go back to just using my husband's income. He is going to be bringing in more than what our total bills are already. So if I just use his income, that will pay for all the bills, and then whatever I put in can be the extra money to get us to that month ahead, if that makes sense. I hope it does. But yeah, that's kind of what we're looking at for October. This video was a short and sweet video, but I just kind of wanted to catch you up with where October is going to be going for us. I don't get paid when I don't work, so we'll be working with smaller amounts of money, but we're still gonna make some progress. I can feel it. I've been doing really well with all of the cash stuffings, and I just need to get my spending in a little bit better order for October. So yeah, that's kind of where we're at right now, guys. Make sure you tune in this week. I will be doing all of my normal videos, and we actually have a decent amount for the first week of October for cash stuffing, and that's exciting. So make sure you come back tomorrow. We are going to check in with our spending for this last week of September and the first weekend in October, and then we're going to be doing our first cash stuffing of October on Wednesday. So I hope y'all are having a wonderful day, and I'll see you next time.